What's good, y'all? It's your boy KO, back with another episode of America's Team 86 TV. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and be sure to share this video on your social media platform if you have one, man. Help your boy grow. We working. Told y'all we gonna be back making daily content, but let's get to it. So, LVE done retired. Rico, Dowdle done came back to the Cowboys, and Dak Prescott done restructured his current deal. Let's talk about it all real quick. So, look, man, why did school bus stop in front of me, bro? What's happening, bro? What is going on? Anyway, bro, people just rude out here. Can't drive for shit, man. But Dak Prescott, we'll start there. Dak Prescott restructuring his deal to help the Cowboys with their salary cap. I mean, we appreciate you, Dak. We're excited that, you know what I mean, you willing to do that. But are you just willing to do it because, you know, you trying to help them out this year because you trying to break the bank next year? See, I think it's some ulterior motives with that shit, man. Oh, yeah, I help you. You know, I scratch your back, but you be sure to scratch mine when it come time to negotiate this contract. That's what I think the shit is. You know what I mean? And I'm going to tell you this right now. And Dak Prescott got a lot of diehard fans that don't like, you know what I'm saying? Don't like the takes that I have, but anything that got him paid higher, any deal that he signed moving forward, they got him as one of the highest paid quarterbacks. When he ain't one of the best quarterbacks, bro, he like 8 to 12 quarterback, bro. You got to put him somewhere between 8 to 12. And I really think 8 is being generous. I think maybe 10 to 15 is more accurate. But that's how you need to be paid, bro. That's how you need to be paid, bro. So if this restructuring shit is just to, oh, let me give you a little something so you can make sure you give me what I need when it's time for my deal. Listen, bro, we need to make sure we get CeeDee Lamb back. We need Micah Parsons back. And we need ability to go try to get other players and try to re-sign whoever, you know, performing at a high level. I don't know when, but I know the homie, Deron Bland gonna be coming up soon too. Want to keep him. Shit. Tyler Smith, gotta keep him. So, you know, appreciate you, Dak, but I'm more concerned with the type of deal you try to ask for when it comes time to get that new contract. That's what I'm more concerned with, bro. So, we'll see how that goes, but Dak Prescott did restructure his deal and help the Cowboys with their salary cap. Rico Dowdle coming back on a 1-year deal to rejoin the Dallas Cowboys. It says a lot. That says a lot that they let Tony Pollard go and brought back Rico Dowdle and didn't even try to compete to sign Tony Pollard. Now, Tony Pollard obviously has a higher price tag than Rico Dowdle, but like I told y'all on other videos about the running backs that we've dropped on the channel, there were times you could look at the TV screen, you could look at the game, and you'd be like, yo, is Rico better than Tony Pollard, bro? Like, maybe you didn't say it out loud. Maybe you didn't say it out loud because you mess with Tony Pollard heavy. And I like Tony Pollard a lot. So maybe you ain't say it as loud, but remember towards the tail end of Zeke's shit started being like, yo, is Tony Pollard better than Zeke, bro? Is he better than Zeke right now? What happened to Zeke? It's kind of the same thing with Rico Dowdle last year. Like, he would get in the game sometimes, show a certain burst, show a certain level, you know, ability to break tackles and do things that Tony Pollard wasn't showing. And you like, bro, is Rico better than Tony, bro? Is he better than Tony? Like, you would have that thought, bro. You lying to yourself if you say you didn't. Or you just don't watch the Cowboys like I watch the Cowboys, right? So Rico Dowdle's back. I ain't mad at that. I don't think he just RB1, though. I still think they need to make sure they draft somebody. Be quiet, man. Stop. I still think they need to draft somebody. My dog going crazy. Stop it, Bubba. You going home. Let them do what they do, man. I still think, though, they need to draft somebody that can compete with Rico Dowdle, man. I don't think the job should just be Rico Dowdle right off the bat. I don't think he's done enough to get that type of seniority or to have that type of cachet where he just inked in as the starter. You just put him, you take your black pen and you mark your roster as Rico Dowdle RB1. I don't think he deserves that, bro, at all. You know what I'm saying? But happy to have him back. Happy to have him compete for a starting job. And we know he's going to get some PT. We know he's going to get some playing time and shit, but I don't think he should just be locked in as the starter day one with no issues or anything like that. And then LVE, man. Got to give LVE some flowers. You know what I mean? He retired, and he dealt with a lot of neck injuries, a lot of, back and neck injuries and shit. And, LVE probably won't be able to walk and shit. Made a lot of money as a football player, obviously. And, you got to think about life after football. So, he's not going to be the enemy. He only played for us. He retiring. And since he ain't joining the other team, man, we appreciate you, LVE. We really do. Even though, you didn't get the job done. You ain't get no Super Bowl or whatever. But my greatest memory as a Cowboy fan of LVE was that time when he was one of the best linebackers in the NFL. Remember when him and Jalen Smith, for about a year, it was just 1 year. It was a flash in the pan, bro. But it was 1 year where him and Jalen Smith was wrecking shit, bro. They was all over the field. It was Jalen Smith best year, and it was LVE, Leighton Vander Esch best year, bro. That's my best memory of him, bro, when he was making plays all over the field, get an interception here, run down somebody there, go get a tackle in the backfield, do his little wolf howl shit. Yeah, LVE was thumping at one point in time, man. But injuries just took a toll on him, bro. And that's why, bringing me back full circle, I do understand players want to make sure they get the biggest bag as possible, bro. Get as much money as you can. Forget the team, screw the team. I got to get my money. When it comes time for me to negotiate, I want my money. I understand that because of, careers that get cut short. LVE, talent and ability, had he not been injured, should probably have had a longer career than what he had, right? And so I understand why players want to get their money right then and there. But it is on the team. It is on the fan base. It is on the upper management. It is on the powers that be, so to speak, to look at a player's value and be like, look, bro, we might have to do something else because you can't be demanding that much. And that brings me full circle back to Dak Prescott. Appreciate you restructuring, helping the Cowboys with the salary cap and shit. Thank you for this year. But what I'm more concerned about as a Dallas Cowboys fan is how much is Dak Prescott going to cost my Dallas Cowboys to bring him back, to re-sign him long term, for him to, all intents and purposes, end his career as a Dallas Cowboy. I think it should be at a team-friendly deal because you shouldn't be able to have your entire career in one place and you don't get to an NFC Championship game, you don't get to a Super Bowl, and that whole time you've been negotiating to get as much money as you possibly can every time you had a contract coming up. I'm not with that, bro. I'm not co-signing that shit. So I understand everybody wants Dak to get his money. I want him to get his money. You got huge Dak Prescott supporters, but I'm a Dallas Cowboys supporter. And I'm sorry, we have had weaknesses in the playoffs, yes. And one of our weaknesses in the playoffs, when we make it to the playoffs, has been our quarterback play. There's no way around it. You can talk defense. You can talk about, the defense giving up points. But I remember losing a San Francisco game 19-13. Your defense give up 19 points. You should be able to win the playoff game, bro. Yeah, I remember that. I remember just this year when we was losing 20-0. to the Packers in the first half. Yeah, our defense didn't play good, but every time the Packers score, usually how it work in football, you score a touchdown or you score a field goal, then you kick it off to the other team, meaning the other team get the ball too, right? Don't they get the ball? So every time they score, when they went up 7-0, we got the ball. When they went up 14-0, we got the ball. 17, we got the ball. 20, we got the ball. 27, we got the ball. What happened in those possessions? So the one consistent thing when we've needed Dak the most is he don't perform. So I feel like we should get a discount for that. If you had a job watching this channel, and I'll end it with this. If you had a job and you did good at your job for the most part, but every time there's a big meeting where you supposed to do a presentation, all the big wigs is there, the CEO, the CIO, the CFO, everybody there. And you do good the whole time. But then when it come time to present at this big meeting to show where your company is at financially, you freeze up. Every single time you freeze up, you don't do well. They're going to hold you accountable to that. Either you ain't going to get to lead the meeting no more, or you could possibly even get fired, depending upon how important the meeting is. So what I'm saying is Dak Prescott is that guy. Do great all year. Do great at every turn. Is a good employee. But then when you need him the most, when it's time to present who he is to the world, when it's time to put on, when it's time to present to those higher ups, to the CEO and stuff, he frees up every single time in the playoffs, bro. I ain't saying I want Dak Prescott to go, but we need a discount for that. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Comment below, smash the like. See y'all soon. It's your boy KO. Peace.